Dear Noemi, I was overjoyed to receive your letter and to hear that you are well. By an old man's count of years, it was only yesterday that you were a little girl playing in the sand as I talked politics with your parents. Those memories are dear to me, especially in days as dark as these. You are everything your mother and father would have wished you to be. Unfortunately, I am unsure if I can be of any help with your current problem. Perhaps you truly are schizophrenic. If it is so, you should make peace with your fear and seek a doctor's advice. Ubuntu is a philosophy of reality, not of mysticism. And if science can give you your answer, then by all means press the question. But Ubuntu also recognizes that which we perceive, but which science has yet to explain. It is true that some amongst the elders receive visions. We are not all in agreement as to what weight to give them, or as to what they mean. But we strive to see this gift in the way that our distant ancestors saw the stars. Though we cannot explain the wonder, nor touch it, nor even ascribe to it the most basic traits, we nonetheless agree that it is beautiful. I have certainly never heard of this gift assuming the form of an invisible friend with a personality. However, things we have learned recently, since this war began in fact, tell me that your gift may not be unique. If you have in truth heard these voices since childhood, and if your heart tells you they can be trusted, then perhaps you should heed them. At least one other with the same gift reached peace by following his own dreams. I have known you since childhood, and knew your mother far longer. If you are as good as she, then the things you hear must be good as well. I trust you to do what is right. Blessings and fortune to you, Noemi.
A moment before we start this briefing. Look at the empty chairs next to you. They're a harsh lesson, maybe the harshest, that we must not forget this is a war. In war, heroes still die. In war, you do not have to carry a weapon to be a target. Finally, in a war, it's never clear who's your enemy and who's not. Like it or not, war has arrived on our doorstep, and we either adapt or surrender. We're not going to receive any replacements to our squadron for a few days, so until then, these seats will serve as a reminder of our lost comrades and the sacrifice they made in the line of duty. Remember this lesson so that their deaths will not be in vain. Now listen up, our work doesn't stop with the Meridian. We did well yesterday in ending the civilian bombings, but the situation remains grim. Our infrastructure has been hit hard by the Tevs. We're still holding on, barely. We've had some success at decentralizing our supply chain, so we're going to continue our coordinated freighter traffic with Mars. A short time ago, the heavy freighter Nauticus departed from the Mars Gate Farm with supplies for Riza Station, as well as some classified cargo. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It's possible they were deceived or paid off, but the Nauticus left Mars without her fighter escort. As soon as she left the main traffic lanes, she came under attack by a Gaian effort wing looking to plunder her cargo. We lost communications with the freighter about 5 minutes ago. However, her automated distress beacon continues to transmit, so it's likely that the ship remains intact. Gaian effort activity has been on the rise for the past few months. Without Third Fleet raids to suppress their Kuiper habitats, they've built up their strength, and in spite of the war, they're still committed to their radical eco-terrorist agenda. This raid is typical nuisance behavior. Command has shut down the local gates to prevent the Gefs from escaping with the Nauticus. They'll have to drag the ship into subspace manually, which will take time. Alpha, we're deploying you to the freighter's last known position. With luck, the Gefs will still be preoccupied with securing the Nauticus's cargo. The Gefs are little more than a paramilitary force. Still, be careful out there. More than one pilot has learned the hard way not to underestimate these terrorists. Your Ulons should be more than a match for whatever the Gefs throw at you, so I expect that freighter to make it to the station intact. The Second Fleet frigate Yangtze is on patrol nearby, and its gunships will track and respond to any signs of Geth jump signatures. Send those Geths packing back to the Kuiper Belt and bring that freighter home.
Jump 6. You got 3 quadro fighters incoming. Break and engage. 4 Gaia.
Watch each other's backs, kids. I want you all home alive.
Command, the Nauticus is still in the air. Engage Geth fighters now. One transport just pulled out. No other ships sighted in the battle space. Don't get caught up in their charge, Alpha Wing. Break and try to pick them off one by one. These Geths are most dangerous in numbers.
Picking up a secure subspace transmission from the fighters. I think they may be calling for reinforcements.
Secure? How secure? GAFCON here is usually pretty damn basic.
Eject, kid. You damn bunch are going to pay.
Ignore that. Wait, I need a scan of the Nauticus. Splash the bandit. Yes,
The Bonjour all over us! Get out now!
Take that.
Pisces Wing is out of the fight. Check your telltales and call in a support ship to rearmor if you need to.
Ah, hell. This isn't good.
What is it? Report, Noel.
I'm picking up a radiation source in the cargo hold. Specs are consistent with a comet cracker nuclear device. And it's on a hair trigger. Really unstable.
Screw me. The freighter's rigged with a bomb? I guess we know what that transport was doing.
Alpha Wing, stay clear of the Nauticus. If that thing so much as jolts, everything could get blown sky high. Nauticus Control, this is Alpha Wing of the 170th Fighting Navahas, UED Solaris. Please respond.
Damn hypocrites. For all their rhetoric, these guests sure don't seem to have much trouble taking human lives.
Who's being hypocritical now, Laporte? Aren't they dying for what they believe in, just like us?
I say again, Nauticus Control, this is Alpha Wing. Please respond. Nothing. Either their shortwave transmitters are dead or the crew is.
Kasim, are you okay? You've been in a daze ever since the briefing.
Never better, Laporte. I'm alive. I've got all my limbs and digits. I've got no damn reason to complain.
Command Alpha 1. No response from the Nauticus bridge. There is an explosive device in the cargo hold that's rigged to blow. No other enemy craft in the area.
Roger that, Alpha 1. We're deploying a boarding party with an explosives team to recapture the freighter. Stand by.
I wasn't asking you to complain, Kasim. I was asking if you were all right.
Keep it frosty, Alpha. We still have a job to do here.
You heard the man, Laporte. Let's just keep our minds on why we're here, okay?
So why are we here, Kasim? I spend a lot of time wondering.
You're out here to kill anyone who tries to kill you. At this specific moment, you're here to kill Gaffs so that they don't take our cargo ship. Isn't it that simple?
No, it's never that simple. You can't just kill people because they're trying to kill you. You've got to understand why. You have to do what's right.
What's right? Kind of a tricky proposition, isn't it? I mean, we think we're right. So do the Gaffs. The Tevs, too, judging by those broadcasts. Everyone's got their reasons.
I remember a young girl saying she wanted to join the Navy Fighter Corps to follow in the footsteps of her Uncle Manny and her father.
I guess I did. But I don't really know what it was that gave me the idea. Might have been some crazy dream.
Whatever, Laporte. My reasons don't go beyond flying a big fighter, shooting bad guys, and showing off my wings when I'm planet-side.
Alpha, Nairobi Wind. We've successfully completed our transit. The EOD team is on board. They're not too happy.
What? What's wrong?
Just the grind taking its toll, Alpha 1. Constant deployments, no food, no sleep, a lot of stims, a lot of fear. These guys don't have it easy.
Pardon me, One. Could you put the EOD leader on, Nairobi Wind?
Major Britannia here. What is it?
Just wanted to ensure everything was all right before you began your mission, Major. Anything we can do?
Aside from 6 days rest and a vacation in Tahiti? No. My team just finished pulling a live Helios warhead out of the Katana's flight deck. This should be a piece of piss.
Don't worry, Major. We'll make sure you have a smooth ride. Alpha 1, should we pass them our scan data?
We can use anything you've got. Detonators, types of fissionables, mass, prisons. We need to know as much as we can before we start RSP.
Good idea, Noemi. I'd frankly forgotten this section of the manual. We're passing you our scan data via FleetNet, Major.
Hang on, everyone be quiet. I'm getting a signal near the Nauticus.
Catching. It's a suit distress beacon. Someone must have ejected and only now switched the beacon on.
Let's go find it, Laporte. They might be injured. Attention, GAF pilot. This is Alpha 2, 170th Fighting Navajas, UED Solaris. You are hereby a prisoner of war.
Run and die, you worm!
Friendly sort, isn't she?
Another charming daughter of the Kuiper Belt. We'll call the SAR Corsair. Whether she wants it or not, she's going back to the Solaris.
Easy now, pilot. We're not gonna hurt you. What's your name?
What the hell is this? Who do you think you are, little woman? A fucking snake charmer? I'm a hostile pilot, and you're a worthless, planet-raping Ubuntu. Stop playing flower girl, you naif.
Watch your tongue, prisoner. That's my niece. Treat her with the respect due to your betters.
Your niece? You've got family members flying in the same wing? You terrorists are a joke! At least the Jovians acted like a real military. Not that it did them much good when the Tevs decided to roll over them, did it?
I've heard enough. She's jammed. This is Major Britannia. We've deployed drones into the Nauticus. No sign of the crew. We're attempting to isolate the warhead software connection to shipboard sensors. Stand by.
Heads up! Jump flash! Hostiles coming in!
Sweet fortune. It's a whole squadron of gaffs.
They'd never risk this many ships for a single freighter. Hey, do you see that? Isn't that a GTVA tactical transport?
Hold! Everyone hold! Wait for them to move! Major Britannia, what's your status?
Alpha 1, you need to remain calm. We're in the middle of some delicate work here. The warhead has air displacement sensors, and our drones very nearly set them off.
Listen carefully, Major. The Geth force has jumped in and might attack at any moment. I need you to find any kind of remote trigger on that bomb and disable it now. I'm signaling nearby units for backup.
That's totally impractical. We're not even ready to begin preliminary RSP, let alone the fuse. You need to buy us more time.
Ubuntu fighters. This is Sergei Gvalim of the Gaian effort, Kostadin's cell. I have the detonation codes for that Comet Kraken. Surrender the Nauticus and your own ships, or I'll blow you all to hell. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Geth pilot, this is Alpha Wing, 170th Fighting Navajas, UED Solaris. We give nothing to Kuiper rabble. Furthermore, if you set off your bomb, you lose the Nauticus. Your pilots will have died for nothing.
26, 25, 24...
Bree, this is Major Britannia. We need your avionics package for some detailed work, or we might trigger the bomb. Scan the coordinates I'm passing on right away.
Damn it! Roger that, Major. On my way. Noemi, talk to them. Buy us some time.
Well, I don't have any bright ideas. Kasim, should we just kill them all?
What? We're outnumbered 15-3. We'll never make it.
I think I can pull it off. Where's your legendary recklessness, Kasim?
Oh, hell. Why not?
What is it, Kasim?
Let's waste these chlorophylls.
We're attacking? Are you mad? Well then, let's give it a shot. Solaris, we are heavily engaged.
Take one low.
Break left.
Alpha, come in. Alpha wing. The bomb's disarmed. I thought we were done for, but we got the remote data disconnected.
Excellent. How do we get out of this jam?
Stand by, Alpha Wing. This is Flight Lieutenant Karen May off the Yangtze. We tracked Geth Raiders to this area. Navajas and here to help. We'll draw the Geths off.
Roger that, Lieutenant Eggbay. It's beautiful to see.
Gunships are left in the yard. Set them up for 15 seconds and then jump on. These will get some of them.
Sorry we're so late, Alpha Wing. Our first track of the Geth jump trajectory was significantly off. They're canny prey.
The warhead's not responding. The feds must have disarmed it.
We're just glad you got here at all, Flight Lieutenant. I was afraid we'd be dancing with those Geths forever.
Jump home if you can, Scimitars. Triple joint pattern. We blew this one hard.
The port, that was amazing flying. I mean, that was almost as good as me. Oh, hell, that was better than me.
Laporte? Noemi Laporte? Lorna Sims off the Indismension turn.
Me? She remembered me? Wait, you know Lorna Sims? Aren't you on a different ship? Do you talk very often? She not that I'm curious, but she was very, we met after the Meridian attack. I admire her combat record.
We traded a few words on FleetNet since the Indus is in for repairs. She said something about you. You did well during the strike. Or was it striking? Can't remember. Strike or striking?
What the hell is wrong with you people? We almost died. How can you joke around like this after...
Kasim, shut your mouth. The area seems secure, Lieutenant Eggbay. We're all rattled. With your permission, we'll head back to the Solaris to debrief.
Go ahead, Navajas. We've got the Nauticus and the EOD team covered. Marines and an SAR Corsair will be here to tow her home. Good flying, pilots.
Thanks for the cover, Alpha. Glad we could save your pilot asses for a change. Major Britannia, out.
Congratulations on your successful recovery of the Nauticus transport, Alpha Wing. Major Pretonia's EOD team found the majority of the crew locked in a hull compartment where they'd been anesthetized. The success of this mission was a team effort, but I think a few elements deserve particular notice. Major Pretonia's team will receive a commendation and possibly even a medal for their heroic defusal of the Comet Cracker warhead. Without their efforts, the Geths would have destroyed the transport and most likely all of you with it. There are pilots, and then there are warriors. Noemi Laporte proved herself a warrior today. Laporte, your decision to assault the Geth force while outnumbered and threatened by a live bomb was arguably insane, but it paid off, and that is a testament to your piloting skills and your judgment. I wouldn't have made the same call, but in times like this, gambles are sometimes what we need. The Nauticus's classified cargo has been transferred to the Solaris and is now being escorted under heavy guard to its final destination. The Nauticus's captain is still in recovery, but once he's fully conscious, Admiral Byrne is going to grill him about his decision to leave Mars without a proper escort. I expect that by the time Byrne is done, that captain will wish he'd died at the hands of the Geffs. A moment, Laporte? Bree passed me some of the mission logs. I'd just like to commend your conduct, both in the tangle with the Geffs and with respect to your cooperation with the EOD team. We need leadership like that. I may give you more responsibility in the months to come.